Hello dear students. Today we are going to discuss about file streams. As you know that we are studying about object-oriented programming in Java. File streams is one of the concepts in files. Let's see how we can create files and how we do the operations related to files in Java. Each and everything, all the operations in Java is related to objects because it's an object-oriented, completely object-oriented programming language. Here, let's see how we can create a file object and how do we do some operations using this object. To create files in Java, we have to create an object. So, we have to use the file keyword, file, and the name of the object is f. If you want to specify the name of the file, you have to specify in constructor. So here you can say f is equal to new file string file name. The file class is defined in the package java.io because if you want to create or if you want to do any operations related to file, or if you want to implement the operations of files in Java, you have to import a package called java.io before doing all these operations. So the default package for file operation or all input-output operation is java.io. The file class is used to store the path and name of directory or file. Here in this example, the file class is actually used for storing the path and name of directory or file. So you can give a file name itself or you can give a file name along with its path or location. But this class is not useful for retrieving and storing data. The class file cannot be used for retrieving and storing data. What do you mean by retrieving data? Retrieving data means you cannot extract data from file. That is not possible by using this object. And there is one more operation that's called storing data. Even storing data is also not possible when you use this file class. The file object can be used to create, rename or delete. These three operations you can do. You can create, you can rename or you can delete files. That is possible. If you go further about file streams, there are other methods also which are useful for handling file operations such as renaming a file and deleting a file. If you want to do these operations using file object, the syntax of those operations are boolean, then the name rename to, then file new file name. You have to specify the file name inside the bracket. Return type of this method is boolean, so it may be true or false. When it renames to a new file name successfully, you will get true, otherwise it is false. Then there is one more operation that is called as delete. For deleting a particular file, you can execute the method called as boolean delete. Here also return type is delete. So return type is boolean When the operation, that is delete, is successful, you will be getting true, otherwise you will be getting false. And the third operations which can be done using file object is make directory. If I want to create a directory in our system using this object, I can go for a method called as mkdir. For that method also we have a return type called boolean. So using this method you can create directory, that is boolean mkdir file new directory name. Creates a directory and returns true if success, otherwise it returns false. This is same to all the methods. That means all the methods in the sense this is same, that is boolean return type is same to rename to method, delete method and mkdir method. So you can expect two output from this method execution, either true or false. If the operation is successful, you will be getting true. If the operation is failure, you will be getting false. Then let us see file input stream and file output stream. In the previous slides, we seen that there are two kinds of streams, file input stream and file output stream. For doing the operations, there are two kinds of operations based on file. There are input operations and output operations. Input operations are divided into, segregated into one set of operations called as file input stream, and another set of operation can be assigned to a stream called as file output stream. When you are creating input stream and output stream, or when you are declaring, when you are using this input stream and output stream in your classes, your program, you may get two constructors. One is file input stream with string file name as the argument, and file input stream with file object as the argument. These are the two constructors you can see when you use file input stream. Right? So when you are creating a file, when you want to create a file for input operations, you have to select either of these two constructors. Now let us move on to filter stream. So what is filter stream? A filter stream filters data as it is being read from or written to the stream. You know that streams are a group of characters. It consists of words and sentences, etc. So when you want to sort, or when you want to filter the characters, or when you want to filter the words of a sentence, you can go for a separate separate stream called as filter streams. So filter streams filters the data as it is being read from or written to the stream. When you want to read data from file, you can go for filter stream for filtering the data. When you are writing a data to the file, before writing, when you want to filter, you can filter using filter stream. There are two kinds of filter streams, reading and writing. The two filter streams for reading and writing are filter input stream and filter output stream. A filter stream constructed on another stream. A filtered stream is actually constructed from another stream. Every filtered stream must be attached to another stream. For example, when you are reading data from a file, you have to use file input stream. Along with file input stream, if you want to filter those data, you can use another stream that is called as filter stream. Every filtered stream must be attached to another stream, right? So, this filter stream cannot do alone, it will be a part of another stream. This can be achieved by passing an instance of input stream or output stream to a constructor. So, when you want to make filter stream as a part of another stream, you can pass an instance of input stream or output stream to a constructor, so that you can create a filter stream. Now, let us move on to random access file. So, what do you mean by random access files? Sequential files can read or write only at the beginning or end of the file. You know that there are two kinds of file you may experience. There is a sequential file and a random access file. So, before going to random access file, let us see what is sequential file. In sequential files, you can read or write only at beginning or end of the file. You can read from the beginning and you can write at the end. That is called as sequential file. There is a restriction. But in case of random access file, it allows us to read from or write to any location in the file. There is no restriction. You can insert at any position, you can retrieve from any position, right? You can insert at any position, you can read from any position. There is no restriction in random access file. For example, I have a set of data in my file. I want to read, for example, I have 100 lines of a sentence, 100 lines of data in that particular file. I want to read from 50th lines to 100 lines. In case of sequential file, it is not possible. I have to start with one itself, first line itself. But in case of random access file, I can just go to that 50th line and I can read the remaining lines one by one. That is possible. That is the advantage of random access file. Random access file is not inherited from input stream or output stream, and it cannot be chained unlike filtered stream classes. You cannot chain. Chained means you cannot you cannot be a part of another stream. It is actually a independent one. So, random access file is not inherited from input stream or output stream. It is not inherited. It is not a child of this input stream and output stream. It cannot be chained unlike filtered stream classes. The random access file class is very useful class for file handling. I told you in the beginning, if you want to do file handling operations, this is the best way to do it, right? You can go for random access file. Okay, thank you. That's it for today.